Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm ADELINE Atlas, 7 times published author. Access to smarter people is a blessing, not a threat definition. Insecure people compete. Empowered people connect. When you stop letting ego drive the room and start letting wisdom in, you unlock acceleration that self-protection could never give you. Having access to people smarter than you is a blessing, not a threat. And if your first instinct is to feel intimidated instead of inspired, that's not a flaw. That's feedback. It's telling you that your next level requires you to relax your ego and sharpen your focus. Because let's be real, you don't grow by being the smartest person in the room. You grow by stepping into rooms where you're a student again. Too many people sabotage their elevation because they confuse proximity with competition. They walk into powerful rooms, but instead of absorbing, they start comparing. Instead of learning, they start performing. And before they know it, they've wasted an opportunity for quantum growth because they couldn't sit in the posture of humility. Here's the truth. Someone else's brilliance doesn't shrink you unless you haven't owned yours. And the moment you start seeing access to intelligence, experience, wisdom, or deeper insight as a threat, you've already capped your expansion. That's ego trying to survive, not your higher self trying to rise. There's something sacred about sitting at a table where everyone knows more than you, where every conversation stretches you, where you're not the expert, you're the observer. That's the energy that changes lives. Because now, you're not moving from arrogance. You're moving from alignment. You're not trying to prove your worth. You're too focused on extracting the wisdom. And let's talk about confidence for a minute. Real confidence welcomes higher minds. Real confidence says, teach me. Real confidence says, I don't know that yet, but I'm ready to learn. If being around brilliance makes you insecure, that's not a red flag. That's a growth signal. It means you're in the right room. The kind that doesn't just comfort you, but catapults you. So start asking yourself, am I choosing circles where I feel safe or circles where I feel stretched? Because if everyone around you is always clapping, nodding, and telling you you're killing it, but you're not being challenged, you're not in a growth space. You're in an ego loop. And you can't build empires from an echo chamber. Get around people who intimidate your current version, who activate the version of you haven't stepped into yet. Get around people who ask you questions that make you think harder, plan better, refine deeper. That's how you collapse timelines. That's how you evolve at speed. So no, access to brilliance is never a threat. It's a shortcut. And the people who are truly chosen? They know that proximity is power, if you know how to receive it. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the vault, monthly access, lifetime impact.